because 7 was... All right, so here we are, Facebook Live number 9, and today's case it's really an interesting case. I've only seen a couple of them in my 17-year career. I'll bring you in. This is a case about chiropractic and kids and neurological stuff. So it's hard for me to talk and hold the phone at the same time, so I'm going to have Teresa. She's one of our team members. She's going to do that for me. So let's go meet Macy. Can you spin it around?
Yeah.
No, Jessica doesn't want to be filmed.
Okay, I can make that happen.
Okay. And here is Macy. So, I like your little toe wave. So Macy is 5, right? 3. Okay. 3. Screw that up. So anyway, if I screw this story up, let me know. But she fell off a bar stool, right? Like a tall bar stool. Landed on her head, scorpion, feet went over her head. And then after that, so the history is really nice, but said no, because after that, then she would just randomly, she'd be walking and then just randomly fall over, fall and hit her head. So if she didn't have the history, which I've had that before. Actually, no, I had the history, but this is the second case I've seen like this, where they scorpion and then all of a sudden they just fall. So from a neurological standpoint, that means dorsal columns. So when you have the spinal cord, the columns there's nerves or like a bunch of wires running down the spinal cord, and on the back is the dorsal columns, and they control balance. And so when there's pressure on that spinal cord, people will lose their balance. There are actually neurological tests for that. So anyway, rather than thinking she had, like the previous case, we did an MRI, we just we were like, oh my gosh, this could be really bad. So we did an MRI and all this testing and everything came back negative, and then just a handful of adjustments and the other child was perfectly fine. So I'll take you through the scenario with her. I knew her history. She's scorpion. I'm looking for upper cervical stuff, right where the brain stem is. So, you know, the brain sits here, and all those inputs to the whole body go down through the spinal cord. So right here is a really critical spot. So this causes a ton of headaches, the headaches that, you know, when people have chronic headaches, and it refers into the face and the head and behind the eye. And Bell's palsy, and I'll show you that case later, but in this case, you know, it's causing a 3-year-old to fall all the time. So, most people think you go to the chiropractor, kids don't need x-rays. They do. I don't always take x-rays. But in this case, I want to see exactly what's going on with that spine, especially with trauma. So if you come over here, I have her x-rays pulled up. Can you see that? Okay, so right here, this is that top vertebrae. This should be separated, so she's looking down, so this should be separated from the skull. So everything should go like that. And then when they go into extension, go the other way, everything comes back together. This is not moving. So this is what I expected to see. We take one x-ray, we see it. I know that everything else in the spine looks really good. So this is our problem area. And we'll bring you back over here. So we adjust her appropriately and give her treats so she'll behave and clementines. So I work to create separation. I do some soft tissue work to create separation. I will use this cool little tool. It's called an arthrostim, to actually move it in that direction. And so this is what, maybe her 4th visit?
It is the 4th one.
4th visit has not fallen since. Or actually, it took 2 visits to eliminate the falls, but I can still feel that she's subluxated. Once I think she's clear, I'll take another flexion film and make sure that that's moving like it's supposed to, and then she'll be good to go. So, you know, the reason I say this is a lot of chiropractors take care of people without x-rays. I'm totally fine with that within that